Every day is a new opportunity for you to step into greatness, but ask yourself, are you truly improving or are you just passing time? If you want to break free from mediocrity and build a life of purpose, there are 6 key things you must improve every single day. Let's uncover these powerful steps together and set you on the path to unstoppable success. You were designed for greatness, but greatness isn't just going to fall into your lap. It takes intentional effort, and it starts with improvement, daily improvement. If you want to elevate your life, it's time to get serious about growing every day. In this video, I'm going to reveal 6 key areas where you must improve every day to transform your life, take control of your destiny, and become who you were always meant to be. Your mindset is not just a passive background in the story of your life. It is the very foundation upon which everything else is built. If you want to achieve greatness, the work starts within the confines of your mind. It is the first and most important battleground. Your thoughts will either propel you forward or hold you back. It is in your mind that dreams are born, but it's also where the seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity are often planted, ready to hinder your progress if you let them. Your mindset shapes your reality. Everything that happens in your life, the goals you accomplish, the challenges you face, the opportunities you seize, is a result of the way you think. And the beauty of this is that you have full control over your mindset. The power to choose what you think and how you think is in your hands. You can choose thoughts that serve your purpose and bring you closer to success, or you can choose thoughts that hinder your growth. Every day you must actively feed your mind with positivity. This isn't just about blind optimism. It's about building a resilient and powerful mental framework that can withstand the pressures of life. The world will always try to sow seeds of doubt and negativity into your mind. It is your responsibility to guard your mind, to reject those harmful seeds, and to replace them with seeds of faith, vision, and possibility. Your mind is your garden, and just as a gardener tends to his plants with care, you must tend to your thoughts. Water them with affirmations, nourish them with empowering knowledge, and prune away anything that doesn't align with the person you are becoming. Every morning you have a choice. Will you wake up and let your mind wander aimlessly, allowing whatever thoughts come to dominate your day? Or will you take control and plant the seeds of your success? It's in those moments when you decide to direct your focus on possibilities, solutions, and greatness that you begin to see real transformation. Your thoughts are powerful. They are the blueprint for the life you are building. When you cultivate thoughts of faith, you create a mental environment where belief in yourself and your purpose thrives. Faith empowers you to take the necessary risks, to face your fears, and to press on in the face of challenges. When you think with confidence, you align your actions with a deep belief that you are capable of achieving everything you set out to accomplish. Confidence isn't about arrogance, it's about knowing that you are equipped with everything you need to succeed and that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. But this doesn't happen by accident. Just as a garden requires daily care, your mindset needs continuous nurturing. It requires discipline to reject the negative thoughts that arise and to replace them with thoughts of strength and purpose. It requires consistency in feeding your mind with wisdom, with vision, with the belief that you are meant for something greater. The more you practice this, the stronger your mindset will become. And over time, you will notice that your mindset begins to shape your circumstances. Success will no longer feel like a distant dream, but an inevitable outcome of your focused and determined mind. Understand this truth. What you plant in your mind, you will eventually reap in your life. Plant negativity and you will reap frustration, stagnation, and failure. But plant faith, vision, and confidence, and you will harvest success, breakthroughs, and fulfillment. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Use it wisely, and it will guide you to greatness. Every thought you have is a seed, and each day you are either growing your future or sabotaging it. Make the choice today to plant the seeds of success in your mind and watch them grow into the life you were destined to live. Your health is the silent partner in every dream you chase and every purpose you pursue. It is the foundation beneath your vision, the engine that drives your movement, the vessel that carries your assignment. You can have the most powerful vision, the most divine calling, the most strategic plan, but if your body cannot sustain it, your dream will become a burden instead of a blessing. That's why health must never be treated as an afterthought. It is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Every single day you wake up is a divine opportunity to honor the body God gave you. And when you choose to ignore it, when you choose to mistreat it, you are not just harming yourself, you are limiting your potential, delaying your destiny, and denying the world the best version of you. There is a difference between surviving and thriving. Too many people are merely surviving, dragging their bodies through life, fueled by caffeine, stress, and convenience. They ignore the signals their bodies are sending. They call fatigue normal, inflammation acceptable, and sickness inevitable. But that is not the life of someone who is walking in purpose. That is not the posture of someone preparing to lead, to influence, to dominate in their assignment. You must rise above that mindset and recognize that your health is a form of worship. It is a reflection of self-respect. It is an act of stewardship. When you care for your body, you are saying to the Creator, "Thank you for this gift. I will use it well." Every day you must make choices that align with life, not death. Move your body, not just because you want to look good, but because motion is medicine. Exercise is not punishment, it's preparation. It is the sharpening of your sword so you can fight longer, lead stronger, and live fuller. Feed your body with what it needs, not what your cravings demand. You were not created to be a slave to sugar, salt, and fat. You were created to be disciplined, focused, and in control. What you eat either adds to your purpose or subtracts from it. You are either fueling your destiny or funding your destruction. There is no in between. And rest. Don't you dare overlook the power of rest. We live in a world that glamorizes hustle, but true power comes from balance. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't serve with an exhausted soul. Even God rested, so who are you to think you're above it? Sleep is not laziness, it is repair, it is reset, it is part of your strategy to stay strong, stay sharp, and stay aligned. You are the temple, you are the vessel, you are the carrier of divine purpose. Your health is the condition of your container. If the container is weak, the calling will suffer, but if the container is strong, the calling will soar. So rise today and make the commitment not just to live, but to live well, because a healthy body doesn't just support a powerful life, it amplifies it. Knowledge is the currency of destiny. It is the resource that transforms potential into power and vision into victory. But let us be clear, knowledge is not simply the accumulation of facts. It is not the number of degrees you hold or the amount of information stored in your brain. True knowledge is applied wisdom. It is insight in motion. It is when revelation becomes transformation. What good is knowing the truth if you do not live it? What value is there in understanding purpose if you never pursue it? Knowledge must move beyond theory and become action. That is where the power lies. Every day you are presented with countless opportunities to learn. Some obvious and others disguised as problems, people, or pain. But the wise don't let those opportunities pass them by. They seize them. They extract lessons from life like gold from the earth. They read not just for information, but for inspiration and application. They don't just listen to podcasts or watch videos to be entertained. They are searching for keys, tools, and blueprints to build their future. They understand that the person who refuses to learn is no different than the one who cannot. Ignorance is a choice in a world full of resources. Your growth in life will never exceed your growth in knowledge. If you want to lead more, you must learn more. If you want to earn more, you must understand more. If you want to impact more, you must be informed. Knowledge equips you to see what others miss, to do what others won't, and to become what others only dream about. The world does not pay you for effort, it pays you for insight. You don't get rewarded for how hard you work. You get rewarded for how effectively you apply what you know. That's why you must become addicted to improvement. Make learning your lifestyle. Commit to feeding your mind like you feed your body, daily, intentionally, and with quality fuel. Challenge yourself to study new ideas, explore different perspectives, and sharpen your thinking. Read books that stretch your imagination. Watch content that educates, not just entertains. Have conversations with people who challenge you to grow instead of those who allow you to remain comfortable. Don't just grow older, grow wiser. And as you gain knowledge, share it. Teach others. Discuss what you've learned. Pour what you've received into someone else. The more you give away, the more it multiplies. Knowledge becomes powerful when it's used to lift others, solve problems, and serve purpose. You are not called to be a reservoir. You are called to be a river. Let wisdom flow through you. So never settle for yesterday's understanding. Never allow comfort to kill your curiosity. Every day you wake up is another chance to expand your capacity and increase your effectiveness. When you choose to grow in knowledge, you are choosing to prepare yourself for the greatness that awaits you. Keep learning, keep growing, and watch how your life begins to rise. Your relationships are the foundation of your success and influence. The people you allow into your life either strengthen your vision or weaken your focus. That's why you must become intentional about the way you treat others and the type of energy you allow to surround you. Every day you have the opportunity to either build or break a bridge. And let me tell you this, life is built on bridges. Bridges of trust, of support, of shared purpose. When you nurture the right relationships, you multiply your capacity. You may have talent, but without the right team, without the right people in your corner, your talent will hit a ceiling. Iron sharpens iron. You become stronger when you walk with those who sharpen your thinking, challenge your comfort zone, and demand the best version of you. This is why love, empathy, and respect must be your daily practice. People are not tools to be used, they are gifts to be honored. When you see the people around you as divine appointments, individuals strategically placed in your life for mutual growth, you begin to treat every conversation as sacred. Every act of kindness becomes a seed, and trust me, what you sow into others will return to you in seasons of need. Learn to listen, not just to words, but to the heart. Understand the battles people are fighting silently, and speak life into their weary places. That kind of love creates loyalty, and loyalty builds legacy. But relationships are not just about what you get, they're about what you give. Too often we wait for others to bring value to us, but the truth is, greatness is drawn to contribution. Are you helping others rise? Are you pushing those around you to dream bigger, believe deeper, and move bolder? If you want to live a significant life, become a source of encouragement. Become the person who speaks faith into dry places, who pulls gold out of the hearts of others, even when they can't see it themselves. You are not meant to rise alone. Your influence multiplies when you lift others. And be mindful. Proximity matters. Who you spend time with will determine your pace and your direction. If you're constantly around complainers, your faith will shrink. If you're surrounded by visionaries, your faith will stretch. Choose wisely, protect your circle, because not everyone deserves access to your potential. Connection should never cost you your calling. Set boundaries not as walls of isolation, but as gates of preservation. There is divine power in unity. God blesses relationships that are aligned with purpose. So pursue peace, pursue truth, pursue people who push you toward destiny. Every time you invest in the right relationships, you build something greater than a moment, you build a movement, and that movement becomes the momentum that carries you into the fullness of your assignment. No one succeeds alone because success was never meant to be a solo act. It's a symphony of connections, and when played in harmony, it echoes into eternity. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you are destined to become. It is not a moment of strength, it is a lifestyle of intentional choices. Discipline is the daily decision to rise when it's easier to sleep, to focus when it's tempting to drift, and to stay the course when every distraction is begging for your attention. Success does not bow to convenience, it responds only to those who are willing to pay the price, and discipline is the currency that every day you are faced with a battlefield of decisions. You must choose between comfort and calling, between mediocrity and mastery. And while the world tells you to follow your feelings, discipline tells you to follow your purpose. Feelings fluctuate, they lie, they weaken under pressure, but discipline stands firm. Discipline shows up even when the emotion is gone. It does not negotiate with laziness or entertain excuses. Discipline says, this is who I am, this is where I'm going, and this is what I must do to get there, no matter how I feel today. You can have vision, but without discipline, it is just a fantasy. You can have dreams, but without discipline, they die and delay. You can have potential, but without discipline, it never becomes power. What separates winners from wishers is not talent, not opportunity, not luck. It is discipline. It is the unshakable commitment to keep showing up, keep pushing forward, and keep building when no one is clapping, no one is watching, and no one is validating your effort. Discipline is how you master your time. It is how you say no to what is urgent so you can say yes to what is important. It is how you silence the noise and tune in to the voice of destiny that's calling you higher. Discipline is not a burden. It is a gift. It frees you from regret. It protects you from distraction. It shields your future from sabotage. Discipline gives you control, not over circumstances, but over your response to them. And when life tries to throw you off course, discipline keeps your eyes locked on the finish line. Understand this. Everything you want in life is waiting on the other side of consistent, disciplined action. If you want to change your body, change your mind, build your business, elevate your life, you must be willing to do the work, even when it's not glamorous. You must push when it's tough, persist when it's lonely, and press forward when everything in you screams to quit. That is discipline, and that is where transformation happens. So, don't ask for things to get easier. Ask for the strength to become more disciplined, because when you master discipline, you master destiny. When you choose discipline daily, you choose greatness intentionally. The future doesn't belong to the dreamers, it belongs to the disciplined. Choose to be one of them every single day. The path to greatness is not a sprint, it's a daily journey. If you want to change your life, you must commit to improving these 6 areas every single day. Your mindset, health, knowledge, relationships, discipline, and faith are the keys that will unlock the door to your destiny. Start today. Make the choice to grow, to improve, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Your future is in your hands. Take action now and rise to greatness.